Hey everybody, Joe Joseph here for thedailysheeple.com, and this is your news shot. Breitbart.com has a piece. Federal Opt program rewards companies for hiring 330,000 foreign college grads in 2016. A lot of people are up in arms about this. Says the federal government quietly helped and rewarded companies and universities which hired roughly 330,000 cheap foreign graduates instead of hiring American graduates, many of whom are in deep debt. The little-known optional practical training program has grown from 91,140 new foreign job seekers in 2009 to 329,158 new job seekers in 2016, according to data provided by the Department of Homeland Security. This is almost a four-fold increase from in 7 years, and the program is growing even larger in 2017 because, you see, there's no cap on the OPT program, which quietly and semi-automatically gives work permits lasting up to 3 years when requested by foreign students who graduate U.S. universities and colleges. Companies are not required to even interview Americans before hiring OPT graduates, and they get tax breaks for hiring foreigners over Americans. Quote, the government is enticing employers to hire foreigners instead of Americans. It's ridiculous, according to Mark Krikorian, director of D.C.-based Center for Immigration Studies. Even the middle-class Americans who have downplayed the impact of cheap labor immigration on blue-collar Americans should be alarmed by the government's discrimination against their own college graduate children. Now, in 2014, the OPT program provided work permits to 250,000 foreign graduates. Now, here's the very interesting thing. The very interesting thing about this is we've been subsidizing people that come over from different countries to either start businesses or give tax breaks to companies who hire foreign workers or foreign graduates, people that have come here on a visa. Very prevalent in the convenience store industry. That's why when you go to convenience stores, oftentimes you see them from people of like Indian descent, Middle Eastern descent, because they come over and the government heavily subsidizes it to give immigrants a chance to start off. A lot of people think that it's not fair. To me, it's just another way of government getting in the way of the free market, which is absolutely what we do not want in this country. You see, the way it should work is government should follow the Constitution, shouldn't get wrapped up in subsidizing anything, and should just do what it's supposed to do, which is protect the rights of all Americans, right? Now, citizenship came about right around the time of 1871, when the Act of 1871 came into play. And before that, you showed up and you were here, you're an American. But it didn't really matter because the government didn't get involved in social safety nets. They didn't get involved in subsidies. They didn't get involved in I know what's best for you. The government had minimal interference in your life up until that time. But once the federal government became a corporation, and then soon after, you had the Federal Reserve Act passed, you had the income tax passed, and then we went bankrupt, and the federal government used its citizens as collateral to the Federal Reserve with the institution of the Social Security Administration and everybody being issued a serial number. Until then, you know, before 1871, it didn't matter. Everybody was an American if you were here. Now, citizenship. Why? Because certain things are tied to being a citizen. When if we just kept it simple, you know, how much better would life be? Yes, you would have difficulties. Yes, you know, things like the Great Depression and problems like that would lead to unemployment. You know, right now we have AI and the emergence of AI that will, over time, start to eliminate the need for human labor in a lot of job categories. But when that happened, during that time, families cleaved together, okay? Children had to go to work. But you want to know what? That was the way it was. And those children that grew up were much more responsible and had a better idea of how life was because they learned at an early age that it's not just a bed of roses that you sleep in and everything's about, kumbaya. Life is hard. And the sooner children get to know that, and I'm not saying be slave labor, no, not at all, or work in a sweatshop. But I'm one that believes that we coddle kids way too much. And then by the time they get old enough, they just don't have any idea or clue what personal responsibility is and how to be responsible adults in a society. Our society's just so screwed up. It's unbelievable. So programs like this, no, I don't agree with. The federal government intrudes in lives and gets involved in way too many things and regulates way too many things and just inputs and inserts unnatural things into the economy where it shouldn't even exist. And really, we should let the free market be free and rid ourselves of government intrusion. I'm Joe Joseph. This was thedailysheeple.com's News Shot. Feel free to comment below and visit our website at thedailysheeple.com. Have a great day, everybody.